Okay, back out at that foundation in the woods. You see it's right over here. I don't know what this was, but I suspect some type of commercial application, just based on the size and the layout. So anyway, I went to the park a few days ago, had a lot of luck with coins, which was nice, but they were all modern coins, so I like digging up coins, but I don't know, something always brings me back to a spot like this with the prospect of finding something a little bit older that's been in the ground for a while. That's kind of what I like, the artifacts, really. Coins are good, but I like to dig something a little bit older than a modern coin, which is what I found at the park. But I did learn that if you want to find coins, the park's the place to go. So I'm going to try here, and then back in the distance there's a little truck back there, abandoned truck, not very good quality here, but I am using a digital camera now, so I'm hoping that this helps the quality of the video come out a lot better. So we'll see. If I find anything, I'll do a video clip. I'm going to do around the interior and the perimeter of this foundation here to see what I come up with. So see you in a bit. Okay, first dig, about a 70. Now I know there's a lot of scrap in here too, so I'm going to have to calibrate this for that, but anyway, 55 to 80. It's bouncing around, so probably garbage. But let's see. One of the things I'm finding too is that you don't always have to dig right away. Sometimes you can just use the wand, hit the ground, and there are a lot of times when that whatever it is you're trying to dig is close to the surface, and you can pick it up right away. That's not the case here. It's about 4 to 6 inches down, so I'm going to dig this spot up and see what I come up with. Well, there it is. Turns out to be an old curtain rod. Look at that. It's not an old one, so I know there's a lot of junk out here too. Just on the distance there's refrigerators, older refrigerators and things like that, so I know there's a lot of garbage that's been dumped out here, so but that's my first find. Fluctuating quite a bit. It's 53 up to 80, so who knows. More than likely just pile of trash, but I'm going to dig it. Not too far down. Okay, a little bit deeper than I thought. That's about 10 inches down, and I'm not sure what that is. Just a big old ring, maybe to some type of a barrel at some time. There's so much garbage over here. I got a feeling I'll be digging a lot of trash. Some plastic. Looks like a clean out drain cap right there to something. I did find something I think is pretty cool. An old license plate. Check that out. 1976, Michigan. I like that. I like finding stuff like that. You can tell, you know, it's been there for a while. So I'm going to hold on to this one. So one of the things I really like about using this wand is that it's helping me to pinpoint things. You can see this hole here is pretty deep. Well, you can't really tell from the video, but it goes down there a little ways. Using my detector, I was getting something in the vicinity, but I couldn't really figure out where. But with the wand, I can kind of go around the side. I can see it's right on the left-hand side there. I'm going to dig it out, and I'll show you what it is. Okay, well, all that digging, that's what I found, a spike. It gave me about an 85 reading or so on the detector, so I don't know. I suspect, though, in this area, I think this is probably like a auto mechanic's garage or something, just based on car parts, hubcaps, license plate. So there's probably tons of scrap junk in here. I could probably spend days in here and just find garbage, maybe a coin here and there. But so there you have it. So I mentioned earlier that sometimes you don't even need to get the shovel out. You can detect something right on the surface. And I found when I was at the park, I didn't have to dig much. I could get down maybe half an inch or so, and I was finding coins because it's so heavily occupied. Somewhere like this, though, nobody comes out here. I mean, maybe the explorer once in a while just wanting to check it out, but you don't get a lot of traffic, so you're not going to get coins dropped often. Any coins I found out here are probably going to be deeper down, but right there on the surface, close to the surface anyway, I got about an 80. My guess is it's scrap, but let's dig it and find out. I'm going to try to videotape this. Right there. sticky a little bit. Yeah, what's that? See that? Just old case to something, I don't know. You know, it looks like a CO2 cartridge, doesn't it? There it is. Alright, well I guess I'm wrong. I did find a coin. Can't see it from here, but I was getting a good reading. It's down there about 5 inches or so. So I know it's been in there a while. There it is, right there. Huh, Canadian. Canadian, 1 cent. Wow, look at that. You can't see that, but it says 1921. That is pretty cool right there. I don't want to rub it down too much, but that's the oldest coin I've ever found. I haven't been doing this for very long, but 1921. That's exciting right there, man. Yeah, so I want to share a little story right quick. When I was at the park, I took a couple of my teenagers. Well, I only have 2 teenagers and a couple preteens. But my daughter, when I started pulling the coins up, I was excited, and she was over in the corner laughing, looking at us, my son and myself. He was digging it, but she was laughing, and I said, "What are you laughing about over there?" And she goes, "That's an old person hobby." I don't know about that. You know what? When I was younger, I knew about metal detecting. I never, had a metal detector. It wasn't until recently that I was able to get one. But I always thought it was a pretty cool sounding thing to do. Go to the beach or somewhere and find coins? Man, what's more exciting than that? I love the outdoors. Add treasure hunting to that? Come on. But every time I found a coin, she would kind of snicker at my excitement. There you go, Canadian coin, 1921. Got a really good reading in the corner of this foundation here. Didn't have to dig it. I could see it sticking up. Look at that. Looks like it's been hit a bunch of times with the ball peen hammer. I wonder what that was used for. What do you think, an old oil pan? Looks kind of shallow for that, doesn't it? Catch pan? Who knows? Why would they be beating that out with the ball peen hammer? Pretty cool. Alright, spent about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours in the woods where that foundation was. Found a bunch of junk. Some other things, but 1 coin. So I'm going to come back out here and try around the edge of this cornfield. See if I come up with anything. One of the things I learned about a cornfield is you sure do dig a lot of junk. Tractor parts, bolts, chains, you name it. Broken plow bits. How spotty that is. Get up to about 66, down to 37, 20. I'll dig it up, but I know it's going to be garbage. Alright, so there you have it. It wasn't down there deep, probably 4 inches or less. These big old pieces of metal here. Look at that. Obviously came off a tractor. I don't know what they're for, but I can only imagine what that would do to a plow blade. Both of those together. So I'll get those off this cornfield. Okay, not much luck in that cornfield. Just a bunch of garbage. Broken plow blades and some of the stuff I showed you. So I'm kind of out here in this little pasture here. I don't know what. Obviously there was used for corn at one time, but not in a long time. Hasn't been plowed under. So just walking around this trail here. There's kind of a trail next to the tree line. And this little shallow dig. Look at the caliber of that round right there, man. I don't know what that is. Hollow point. It's got to be a 45. It's huge. But right there under the soil. Give me a really good ping. 85. And I picked it up right away with the wand. So I have the stuff I brought out of the woods. Most of it in the woods. Some of it in the cornfield. These are the things anyway that I thought were kind of neat. This cap right here, open. Not sure what that was on, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Cornfield, I found that buckle. It's a pretty solid piece of buckle right there, brass. And then I don't know what that is, some kind of a brass strap that went on something. This little toy, I found that in the woods. And then a slug from a shotgun. Hollow point. pretty big. I'm guessing maybe 45. It's huge. Horseshoe. Found that in a cornfield. Probably the coolest thing, I think, anyway, is this Michigan license plate, 1976. Not in bad condition. Well, certainly not in great condition, but ran some water on it. Pretty cool. And then that 1 cent piece, Canadian, 1921. I thought that was pretty neat. So, and then over here, a bunch of coins I found. I mentioned I went to the park and found a lot of coins. These are all pretty modern. 1965 quarter, shiny rock. Thought that was kind of cool. But a lot of stinking Lincolns. 1965 dime. So found a lot of change at the park, that's for sure. It's easy to find there. Only one coin today, though, out there in the woods. But still, had a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.